Well, I was sitting here coloring away, and I've been doing this whole leaf, just talking to y'all and everything, and I look up, and it's not even recording. And I'm like, what? So the alarm had gone off, and so it clicked the whole thing off. I am using my new Marco Renoirs. They are a oil-based pencil. They really remind me of a polychromo. They're that good. I was just talking about how I came over here, but this whole thing shouldn't be leaf because it's going under his foot. So I'm going to come back in and erase this. Every now and then you'll come across something that just doesn't look right on a page. Just fix it. You know, it's not that hard of a thing to do. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to add a black line right here. And that is now the other side of the leaf. So the pencils I'm using, and I will hold them light to dark as I usually do. We're in 64, 60, 65, 97, and then I've got this pinkish color that's 36. The book I'm in is The Real Meaning of Christmas, Coloring Art. And I hold these like this so that I can just grab them and go and not have to look to make sure I've got the right name. Now, I was just working on 1, 2, 3, the third color over, and I'm trying to get rid of some of this white that's peeking through. We have talked before about the grain of the paper, the tooth, and that it's got the white that shows through because of the valleys in the paper. I will repeat, it is better to do 4, 5, even 6 layers than to try to get it done in 1 or 2 and tear up your pencils or the paper. All right. So I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to go to the color down, just 1 color back, and blend some more. Still going in my ovals. I'm just going rather quick. Do not do as I am doing. Take your time, okay? I just don't want to run out of time on the phone and the video not be able to show the end result here. Now I'm going to come over to that last dark. And remember, I use purple sometimes in coloring. I could have used purple down in here for that last dark color. But instead of purple this time, I wanted to add the pop of pink or red. Especially with berry leaves, sometimes you'll see a little bit of pink or red on the edges. And in a Christmas or wintry picture, that's always really nice to see. So that's why I've added it to this one. Now you can see I've added it here, here, here. Okay, so it's outside edges and not right across in a row. Stagger them around. So this one's the top, this one's the bottom. Maybe I'll make this the point because it'll be on top of that and it'll really pop. I'm just very, very lightly coming in here with this pink. I could have used red. Then I'm going to come in with my lightest green. Do a little bit of blending so it's not just sitting there on the top of the paper. Blend just these edges. I don't have to go all the way up in there. I can leave that. Did you see what I did? I flicked. A lot of times I say don't do that, use a brush, but with these, I've not noticed any smearing in the book. So that's been pretty awesome too. Now, this leaf is on bottom, as is this one. So I can do some edges light, but the rest of it's mainly going to be darker because the bird is going to shadow it. This leaf is going to shadow it. So we're getting darker as we go down the tree. So what I'm going to do is do this right here lighter and then get soft so I can blend the next color to it, and that's probably going to be the only thing that's that color. Then I'll jump to the next one in the line, and I already know it's the right shade because I hold them in order. If you just get used to holding them in order, y'all, it's going to be so much easier. You'll spend more time coloring and less time looking for the right pencil. And another thing too, I had a pencil coloring class here on Saturday, and Kathy was using these pencils to see if it was something that she would like to buy off Amazon. Lo and behold, she's using them and she's using them, and she's like, you know what? We're not having to sharpen these. And I said, wow, you're right. They seem to last for a long time. Now, do you see how I've been coloring that way? See how it's got that edge to it? Now, if I turn that edge just a little bit and keep going, I'm going to get another edge. If you will turn your pencils from time to time, and this is, I don't think I've talked about this before, but if you'll turn them from time to time, it's like sharpening them. Okay? And I'll show you in just a minute what I'm talking about. And there's not a big rhyme or reason on how far I'm going to take this green. I just know that this is going to be darker because of the bird, and this is going to be darker because of that leaf. So all of this can be this color. Now, do you see how I've got a point on my pencil? Is it focusing in on that? No. You do it. Come on, focus. Well, it doesn't want to cooperate. But hopefully you can see where I'm starting to make a new point, just because I'm turning this from time to time when I'm coloring with it. All right, let's go on before this thing times out, because that would be sad. All right, so the next green, and this green's pretty deep. I skipped a couple of greens in the box and jumped over to this darker green. I still need to make all my swatches for these pencils. That would help. But I just haven't done a video in so long. I wanted to go ahead and get a video out for y'all. Okay, and then get lighter as I come into the previous color. Get darker as I go down in there deeper. Same thing on this side. I can be darker over here. Several coats. Don't think you're going to cover it all in one. Be nice to your pencils. Be nice to your paper. Don't force it down in there. Bless her heart, Sharon used to always tell me, Pam, slow down, enjoy the journey. You're right, Sharon. It is so much more fun to enjoy what we're doing. It's not first one done wins. It's not the one with the most wins. It's, did you have fun? If you're not having fun, step back and look at your process and see if you're rushing it. Okay, don't rush it. Enjoy it. You see, I'm not working very hard at blending these colors either. These oils are really nice. I like them better than Prismacolor. For the price, I think they're just as good as a Polychroma by Faber-Castell. Yep, I said that. Okay, go back to the one color down to blend. Do some blending. Circles are better. Take your time. If you're not blending and you're ending up with papers that look streaked, try to do the circles. You know, what's it going to hurt you to try it? Takes a little longer, but if your artwork looks better, why not? I'd rather have something that takes twice as long that I can look at and be proud of doing than to have something that's just done all at once and I can do another one. No, I don't want that. And I do get bored easily doing the same pages over and over. So I may have like 3 or 4 different pages started. And I'm okay with that. I'd rather do that and take my time and do each one really nice than to get in a hurry and do shoddy work. So, not that your work's shoddy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you need to take your time. Do your best. I'm doing this in real time so that you can see how long it's really taking to do just one leaf. And it's kind of like watching paint dry, but sometimes I think y'all need to see it so that you really understand. This is a process, and it's going to take time. I've seen some pictures that could have been so much better if the person would have just gone back and added even 2 more coats and just done the circles and the blending that we've talked about. Why not? Now, can you see how that's darker because he's on top? This is darker because this is on top. And now my red. Actually, it's a pink, but you could use red. Okay, this is here, and then I moved up, and then I moved up. This is on top, and then I'm going to move up, so it's going to be here. Then I moved up, and then I moved up. And that's something that you're just going to have to play with. Then I'm going to come back with that lightest color so that it'll blend right here at the start of this. I don't have to go all the way up in there, but I do want it to blend right here. And once I get these berries done, it's really going to look nice with the pink on the leaves. So there you have it. The Marco Renoir is definitely a nice pencil. And so now I've done 2 or 3 pages with leaves on them, and I still have not had to sharpen these pencils. So, all right, there it is, and I am going to upload this to YouTube and tag my ladies over on Coloring Books Keep It Clean so that they can watch it. That's the reason I started these, was for the coloring book page over on Facebook that I started, the group of ladies over there. So, all right, that's it. Have fun.